people would search for their Empress. Has the Republic finally realized you need me? More Alachi. I don't think the Iconians want me to leave. Their tenacity is almost admirable.
Looks like you could use a hand.
And now we have their leader's attention.
Sela! I should kill you where you stand. It would be justice for all the lives you've destroyed.
And if you do, you'll never learn about the Iconians. I've been here for months. I've seen enough to know you need my help.
Fine, you interrogate her. I might get a little carried away. But she returns with me to the Lisette when you're finished here. If the Federation or the KDF want to talk to her after that, they can go through official channels. She's no Empress. She's a criminal, and she'll be treated as such.
You and this Sela person seem to have some history. I'll leave you to speak to her.
Somehow I knew you'd be the one to find me. Tiaru is short-sighted. She'd kill me and lose all the secrets I know, secrets I'm willing to share, if you keep her on her leash. You've stumbled into something much greater than you're prepared to handle. I'm the best ally you have. I assume you already know where you are. Both the Alachi and the Solanae serve the Iconians. The Alachi are their warriors, and the Solanae are their scientists. They're the ones who created those creatures implanted into the Vaudoir. Hakiv joined the Iconians out of faith. He thought the Iconians would create an empire he could rule. That did not go as planned. This time the Iconians wanted to control their puppets. When the Vaudoir asked for strength to defeat their enemies, the Iconians gave them the parasites. The Vaudoir had strength, but also strings. Strings that have now been cut. I'm sure you had something to do with that. All three of you working together? The world has changed in my absence. Or were the Vaudoir that much of a threat to the Alpha Quadrant? That explains some things. I'd love an escort back to the world at large, but I have a feeling you have some questions first. I'll answer what I can. You can believe what you want. How important is that really? I worked with the Iconians because at the time I thought it was the best thing for my people. After we lost the homeworld, we were scattered, starving. a shadow of what we once were. What were we supposed to do, beg the Federation or the Klingons for scraps? Pathetic. The so-called Romulan Republic has made their way, but they did it at the cost of Romulan dignity. We are not refugees. We are Romulan. We needed a strong leader to bind us together again, and I knew I could be that leader. The Iconians were a means to an end. They gave us strength at a time when we were at our weakest. Had I known what Hakiv, what he and the Iconians did to our world, perhaps I would not have made the same decision. Dwelling on the past is meaningless. I am here, and so are you. Today, our goals are aligned. We both want to stop the Iconian advance. You need me. Do you think that makes my sacrifices any less? Do you believe I was not a true leader, an empress for the Romulan people, simply because of an accident of birth? Everything I did, everything I fought for, was for the way of Daera. So how much Romulan blood do I need to be Romulan? Is a single drop of human blood too much? As Empress, I guided the Empire through its greatest dangers. The Rihansu have great passion. It gives them power. Power enough to seize their own destiny. But that destiny cannot be realized by bowing to politicians or debating endlessly in a mockery of democracy. Tom Couper, we heed. Reach far, grasp much. I'll answer what I can. You can believe what you want. Hubris. The Iconians think they are the rulers of the galaxy. They thought so 200,000 years ago, when they were driven off their homeworld by the fire of 1,000 races allied against them. They think so now, when they look at us and see us as children stumbling in the dark. They do not see our strength, our willingness to fight. Use their hubris against them, and the Iconians will fall. I'll answer what I can. You can believe what you want. I honestly don't know. Why would they share their plans with a prisoner? That may make me less valuable in your eyes, but don't be fooled. I know more about the Iconians' operations than they realize. Did you know that the Iconians don't have a concept of spaces being separated? Of course, it's obvious when you watch how they use gateways. To the Iconians, every place in the galaxy, maybe even the universe, is just a step away. Think about that for a moment. Then think about why you never see them. Where are they hiding? I know, because I've been there. You aren't going to defeat the Iconians by flying around in space looking for them. They learned their lessons about staying in one place a long time ago. This hunt isn't about following a long road. It's about taking one step in exactly the right place. I'll answer what I can. You can believe what you want. Ah, the crew. The Alachi took them one by one and turned them into those things. Revolting. If I had known that was what they were doing with the captives from the colonies, I would have... Yes, you were asking about the crew. A handful of us were still alive when the station went on alert. We took a chance and made our escape. They died, nobly, as Romulans protecting their Empress. I will remember their sacrifice. I'll answer what I can. You can believe what you want. Will I be taken into your custody, or will I be left to Tiaru's tender mercies? Very well. It's not like I have a choice in the matter, do I?
We have Empress Sela in our... We have Empress Sela in our brig. When she was taken by the Iconians last year, many of my people thought she would get away with her heinous crimes against the galaxy. With her in my brig, I am happy to know that is no longer a possibility. Of course, I understand that the Romulan Republic's claim on her is not unique. Her crimes are against all of the Alpha Quadrant. To that end, I will ensure that she be made available to all the Alliance leaders for interrogation and debriefing.
Well, that wasn't exactly what I'd call a walk in the park. At least we know exactly how the Iconians were controlling the Vaadwaur. And you've certainly put a crimp in their plans. On the upside, as a photonic life form, I'm immune to any attempts at subversion by neural parasites. I'll see to the care of the captives we rescued. In the meantime, it sounds like you and the Romulan Republic Command have a lot to talk about. Sela certainly has a story to tell, but should we believe all of it? I'll put a bug in Admiral Janeway's ear about the situation. That was a joke, by the way. You're going to be busy. Don't overdo... Oh, who am I kidding? Command officers never take their doctor's advice. Just remember that you're not in this alone. Good luck. I suspect things are starting to get interesting.
Sela and the Iconians. That I did not expect. It's a lot to take in. And while I'm sure the former Empress has some interesting stories to tell, spilling her guts won't save her from justice. Thousands of people lost their lives to her games. She's not wriggling her way out of a public trial and a suitable punishment.